So, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And what about you?
I'm also doing great. Thanks for asking. Thanks for concern.
So, we are meeting first time. So, will you introduce yourself?
Okay, sure. My name is Mansi Gola. I hail from Delhi. I'm married with two kids. I have been teaching since 2010. If I talk about my qualification, so I have completed master in social work. So that's all about me.
Yeah, that's great. And Mansi, I have seen your picture, your DP about your stock. So, just tell me about your journey. How did you reach there? And what was your journey? And definitely, it will be uh, helpful for all of us that we are also learning this language. Yeah, so you can share.
Okay. My channel's name is very unique, that Housewife English Corners. So when I started my channel, there were no such YouTubers like this. Nowadays, everybody is YouTuber. So at that time, only Yashoda and I and Siri and four people were YouTubers, and we were running very fast at that time. We used to get many views on one video. So we were so famous at that time. We started our channel. So Jostock team invited me about my journey, because I am also from Hindi medium, and I have been teaching since 2010. But after getting married, I lost my confidence because of my one relative. She told me something related to my arts medium. So that's why she wanted to, like, demotivated me. She wanted to demotivate me. So that was my journey when I restarted my journey to learn this language, to speak this language. Because previously, before getting married, I used to speak English language with my friend, because I have started teaching since 2010. So that was very difficult time when I stopped doing everything after getting married. But after listening those type of word, after I got transfer. My husband got transfer in Chhattisgarh, and then I realized that I need to do something for my children, for me, and to prove myself that I am also a teacher. I can teach so many students. I have knowledge of this language, so I started teaching again, and I created my channel, and my channel got monetized in within 2 months. So I was so happy, and I started earning money also, and I started teaching online also. So I have got many students. So I was so happy. And that's why they invited me on their platform. And when I went to that platform, I was so happy. I was so excited to share everything what happened with me after getting married. But I couldn't share everything because there are so many boundaries. Being a woman, being a homemaker, being a wife, being a daughter-in-law, so you can't share everything as it is. So I shared in a different way. But yeah, that was, if you are anybody to any person, then you can't hurt that person. You can't say that harm word or anything rude type of words, because if you heard this type of word, that can break you from inside, and you can't move on easily. So I took many years to move on from that situation. So that's why they invited me, and I was very happy because they were so helping, and they were so motivating me at that time. Because after a long time, I went upon a stage, I was sweating bucket. So they were so supportive, and they were helping me. They were motivating me, ma'am, you are doing good now. You have to do this like this. So they were so, like, helpful. So yeah, that was my journey. I went there to share.
That's superb, because this is also my dream that I want to go there, because definitely for my confidence that we are doing best. But when it comes to about a stage, when we'll go any
Now
stage,
space
so
fear is like
it
a
boosts our confidence.
somebody's killing you,
Then and butterflies in your stomach and the all the things are there. So this is also an achievement, and for your this achievement, definitely congratulations is a small word for that. Being a homemaker, I can definitely connect with you that yeah, we have so many responsibilities, and apart from this, we are doing and we are achieving our goals as well. That okay, this is our goal that we have to do something. Okay, so tell me that how did you start your learning English journey?
When
Like,
I was
what
in
was the
ninth or
first
10th
step?
standard, when I was in ninth and 10th standard, so I used to go to my nanny's home. There were my cousin brothers. They used to learn English by their own. So I was so interested to learn. I used to think like I belong to Delhi. I'm not learning this language. They belong to village and they are learning. They are very excited to learn this language. So I started learning with them and I started learning tenses and modals from my mama. And after that, after completed my 12th board exam, I took admission in Jijabai College to learn this language. And for 4 months, I learned this language. I started speaking very fluently. I used to run like Jadoo. I used to run with my words like Jadoo. And I was so fluent at that time. I was a favorite student of my teachers. Every teachers, they used to love me. And after getting married, I stopped learning. And then I took admission in 2016 for like masters in masters. So in first day of college, everybody was introducing themselves in English, but I was not able to speak this language. I don't know why, what happened to me. I was not able to speak English. So I thought like what happened to me? I become totally a typical homemaker and typical wife and typical daughter-in-law. So I can't be like this because I belong to Delhi. And I used to speak English. I used to teach a student. But now what I'm nothing. I'm illiterate. I used to feel like this. So I started speaking again and I worked hard. And then in 2002, in December, I started my channel. And yeah, since that, I have been speaking.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Your story is inspiring. So, how do you learn vocabulary? As I told you about the vocabulary, if you have sufficient vocabulary, so you will be able to speak. So, vocabulary is must. So, how do you
Yes,
learn and
vocabulary
how
is
do you
must.
use that vocabulary in your conversation?
We have been learning English since childhood. So we can't say that I don't know this word, I don't know this word. The problem is we don't remember that word while using that, while talking. So this is our problem. And I'm not that type of person which, like, who is very interested to use new and difficult word. I know many words because I love to learn. And I make a diary and I note down in that, but I don't like to use everyday new word because I'm very comfortable with my everyday words. So if you want to learn anything or any word, if you want to use like anyone, so you have 1,000 plus words and vocabs in your mind. But the problem is you never use them. That's why you think like I don't have vocabs. But once you start focusing on those words, you will be able to use your own vocabs which you have in your mind already. So first we need to focus what we have in our mind, then we can use
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, that's great because as you told that since our childhood we are at least reading, and this is our subject in English.
Yeah,
So
as
we
a
have
subject we have been learning that.
yeah. So we just focus that if we have one word, so we can just learn two synonyms of that word, and in
Yeah,
this way we can enhance our vocabulary as well. That how we can use that vocabulary in our communication skill, because when we are like trainers, so definitely we want to improve our students as well. That how we can improve them, especially students when they are in a grade, they are studying in a grade. So at that time, the most important thing, according to me, that whenever they are writing any paragraph, so they can't repeat any word like beautiful every time. They can't like write their beautiful, sometimes gorgeous, elegant, amiable. So they are,
yeah,
and your
very
mind
good.
will be ready to think. Yeah, whenever you are learning this skill, so your mind is ready to learn new things and new words. And I love to learn new vocabulary. That's why I was talking about Swami Mukhandan. He used super vocabulary, and I love his vocabulary as well. Okay, so tell me something about pronunciation. How do you know about, as you told me that you are from Hindi medium school, and I am also from Hindi medium. So our pronunciation, because our teachers, they don't know how, they didn't know how to pronounce a word in a proper way. So we have learned like that. So
Yes.
how do you
If we
pronunciation?
want to improve our pronunciation, so first we need to listen to any podcast or anything in English every day. Once we start listening to any podcast, so we will get to know that how they are pronouncing this word. I pronounce in this way and they are pronouncing in this way. So if you listen that word again and again, then you will be habitual to pronounce that exactly they are pronouncing. So and we were in a school at that time. We didn't used to think like pronunciation is something that which is really important in speaking, but now we are getting new pronunciation. Like if I talk about the word which is education, so many people they pronounce education. So many of them they hello hello yes yes. If we talk about the word education, so many of they pronounce education, and so many of us they pronounce education. So both are correct. Both are correct. Education and education both are correct.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Both are
sometimes
correct.
both are correct. Sometimes we mispronounce the word like pronunciation. Some
Yeah,
of them
and about,
pronounce
you know, yeah, schedule and schedule. But these are the word. But I have learned this word plumber. There is not, like we used to speak like plumber. Plumber is a word, but plumber, be be silent. But by a God grace that we are accurate when it comes to speak honest, honorable. So one of my
we pronounce the word thumb.
students, she's from
We used to
Punjab.
pronounce when I
Madam
was kid. I
honest,
used to pronounce thumb, but this is not thumb. This
thumb,
is thumb. This is thumb. But we used
thumb,
to think like thumb, and we used to pronounce
thumb.
comb.
Ah,
Comb. That is not comb. That is comb. So there are many words. We was
thumb.
taught like this.
Ah, true,
Our
true,
teachers
true.
did provide us proper knowledge that this is not this. This is
Yeah,
you
true.
have to pronounce like this. So there is no fault of us.
Because
We were taught
they
like this.
they were also like this, no? They were also, yeah, they were also like, and our teachers were also like this. They were not like in a convent school or from abroad or from big cities. So they were also like this. And about
This is not
in our
government
country,
school.
the
This is
government
not
teacher
government, but
at that
we are
time we
habitual
do
to
have
speak in government. This is government.
government, government,
Government. This is not government, but we are habitual to speak like this. Government,
government.
government,
Yeah,
government. But this is
government.
not government. This is government.
True.
There are many things
Government.
we mispronounce.
Yeah, true. Government. So many words like this mispronounced. So many words like and like papaya. So I was speaking like papaya, I think like that. And mosque. And recently I have learned, okay, that is not mosque, that is mosque. Oh my
Most.
god. So, pronunciation is also important part while we are
We call dengue.
speaking to anyone
Dengue.
who
We
knows
call dengue.
English.
But that
So
is
this
not
is the
dengue.
best
That is
part that we are
dengue.
learning. Ah, very
Yeah, there are many words we know,
good.
still we know, but still we are
Yeah, but
mispronouncing
we
them
like
because we love to
who
mispronounce
who
them.
because the next person, that person knows like dengue, not dengue. So now people are I can say that people are accustomed to learn or listen to these types of things. So whenever I learn a new word or I learn new word, so sometimes I am thinking, "Sir, should I use this vocabulary word or not, because it is a little bit awkward when I will use. But in advanced English, you can use. But whenever we are speaking or we are conversing with our co-learners, so that time we can't use that type of vocabulary. It is look
Yeah,
like, okay, we are just deliberately we are using that word in our communication skills. So there is no need to use there. Yeah, whenever it comes to teach about or teaching your
hmm.
students,
At
that
that
time you
time
can
this
use
is
because
compulsory.
they
We
have
should
to.
teach in a
So that
proper
time
way
we
that
can use
you
it.
should not pronounce this. You should pronounce this because everybody speaks
Yeah.
dengue. Nobody says dengue. You say dengue?
Yeah.
No, we are not fond of using dengue. We use dengue.
No, even our celebrities, our
Yeah,
news
they
channels,
also
English
call
like
dengue.
English channels, they were also speaking like this. And
Yeah.
nowadays they know. Yeah,
Really.
when there was a Yash Chopra or Yash director, yeah, with dengue, he died because of
Yes.
dengue.
Sometimes,
Still,
yeah,
but
our
nowadays
Indian
there is a
pronunciation is
pronunciation.
in this
It's
way.
a
We Indian
corner.
pronounce the word in this way. This is our own pronunciation, so we can't change it. We enjoy while talking in this way.
Most of the time we are using most of time. you know Now there is like I'm learning, okay, there is a fixed pronunciation that you have to use that pronunciation with your verb. Okay, so earlier I didn't know about the fixed pronunciation. So okay, where should I use for to with the like, okay, now, okay, listen to, so you have to use listen to. Why you are
Yeah,
searching here and
previously
there,
we
that
used to
what
think
we
like
have to.
listen
No,
podcast. I love
the
to
proper
listen
spelling
music.
was not
They
there.
never use I love to listen to the music, to music. But it is compulsory. It is grammatically correct that I love to listen to the music, to the podcast, to the
But
this, to that. But previously they used to think like I love to listen music, I love to listen podcast, but this is not grammatically correct.
and yeah, I used to speak like I meet with my friend, and my trainer, she was telling me meet is meet like milna. So you are using meet with, there are two words, same words, why you
True.
are using?
Yes,
I said, ma'am, I don't know,
I meet
because
my friend. I
I
meet my
used to
friend.
speak like this. I
Yes.
used to speak like this.
There are
Yeah, I
many
meet
things
my
which
friend.
we need to
She was
learn,
saying,
but
but
slowly
I
and
am
gradually
not
we
the
will
person
work
like,
on that.
see,
But it's okay. We are doing these type of mistake. We are making this type of mistake. If any learner is making
yeah,
this type of mistake, it's okay. At least they are trying to learn. They are trying to improve. They are working on their communication. So it's okay. Let them do. Let them speak. Then they can improve. Then they can learn how we learned this. We also
yeah,
learned in this
definitely.
way. We also used to do same mistake. So it's okay.
True. Same
Okay,
mistakes, and
Varsha.
now we can rectify others mistakes that you are doing like this, so you can, yeah, this is the time. So nice to talk to you, Mansi, and definitely we'll meet again, and this was
Thank
the
you so
best
much.
conversation with you, and
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Bye bye.